Boruto Chapter 24. We finally got what we were waiting for the longest, of course, ever since the first episode in Boruto, Kawaki. The arrival of Kawaki. Kawaki finally woke up. We all know Kawaki was introduced in the last chapter of Boruto Chapter 23, but he was kind of incapacitated. He was not moving. He was just laying there, and now we finally get to see what Kawaki is like, how Kawaki speaks, what Kawaki's personality is like, and how he interacted with Boruto, Konohamaru, Sarada, and Mitsuki, and everybody else that was there. Now, this chapter did not disappoint. Kawaki is basically everything that I feel like a lot of us really expected. He's very cocky. He's very brash. He's almost like a Sasuke in the type of way where he's just over the top cocky. So I feel like Kawaki is definitely living up to a lot of people's expectations, and also he's extremely strong. I'm gonna make a full video dedicated to that. If you guys see my first impressions video, I did a tiny bit of power scaling. It really wasn't completely in depth, but this chapter was completely amazing. We got like a lot of information. It was kind of different from the last chapter. In the last chapter, it was more of like an action type of thing, but in this chapter, it's more of like an informational type of thing. We got to see the leader of the kata, which is Jigen. We got to see this female right here, which her name is supposedly going to be Delta, and also she looks like she has an eye dojutsu. And we got to see Kashin Koji. We also got to see another outer of the kata, and I really can't pronounce his name, so I'll probably just put a picture in the video. But this guy right here, and obviously Kawaki as well. Now we got to see Kawaki's backstory. Now off the rip, there's a couple things that was debunked. I kind of posted this on Twitter, by the way. If you guys don't follow me on Twitter, I recommend you guys follow me on Twitter. The link is going to be in the description below. Quick plug right there. But Kawaki is not Iwabe. A lot of people kind of thought that Iwabe was going to end up being Kawaki. I kind of hope that he would be Kawaki. Iwabe is like my favorite character. It really doesn't matter. But still, that theory right there is completely debunked. Iwabe is not Kawaki. We seen him as a child right here. And also, it looks like it's very slim. A lot of people are saying, oh, it's still possible, but it's a very slim chance that Kawaki is actually a clone of Naruto and Sasuke, which was like an absurd theory to begin with. I have no idea why it started to pick up traction. Matter of fact, I actually do have an idea. Maybe it's because of all of these ninja technologies. It's like anything's possible with this new age of Naruto or Boruto, right? We did see Kawaki's father, and Kawaki's father actually talked about Kawaki as a child. He basically said like, hey, this guy's basically been like a punching bag for me ever since he was birthed. And that's kind of crazy. It's like he was dealing with child abuse ever since he was born, which is like, oh, wow, right? But I'm guessing that kind of builds up Kawaki's pain tolerance, I'm guessing. Now we did get to see the full design of Jigen as well. I actually thought that Jigen was bald. Jigen looks like he's not bald at all. Jigen has this mohawk, and he has this mohawk ponytail. I don't know how to say it, but it looks bad. I kind of wanted him to be completely bald, but I kind of get it. I mean, Japanese culture. But along with the idol jutsus, I feel like there might be other people in the kata organization that have the same curse mark or the same karma seal as Boruto and Kawaki. Now, later on in the chapter, Boruto showed this guy his hand. After Boruto showed him the karma seal, Kawaki was like, hey, I knew it. You are a part of the kata organization, because Kawaki, I feel like he was kind of afraid that the kata organization was going to come back and kind of find him, because he doesn't really like the kata organization. He feels like they think of him as an object, as a tool. Obviously, they call him the vessel. They call him quote unquote cargo. So yeah, they kind of just treat him like he's an object. They don't treat him like an actual person. They just treat him like he's a thing. So Kawaki was kind of irritated with that, but the thing that I take away from that is the fact that there might be other people in the kata organization with that same seal. Of course, we know that Jigen has that seal, Kawaki has that seal. Now, there might be other people in the kata organization that killed other Otsutsuki members, which is amazing. Like, that's crazy, because a lot of people are trying to power scale this group. A lot of people are trying to compare them to the strength of Naruto and Sasuke, and if multiple of these guys have taken down multiple Otsutsuki members, that will lead to one thing. Of course, they can possibly be at the level of Naruto and Sasuke, because those two as well can take down Otsutsuki members. Now, they don't take down Otsutsuki members like easy, willy-nilly. Of course, it still requires some energy, but then again, I feel like if the Otsutsuki members, their base is to take down an Otsutsuki member, like for example, if their base is like a Momoshiki, I feel like Naruto and Sasuke would still be stronger than them, but we really don't know how easy that these kata members are taking down these Otsutsuki members. We did hear these kata members speaking about Momoshiki and Kenshiki in the manga, and they're basically saying like that damn Momoshiki, like they were speaking about them like they were not gods, like they're not Otsutsuki members, like they were regular people. So I'm guessing to them, The Otsutsuki members, they're pretty much nothing, which is kind of interesting. I mean, maybe these guys themselves are Otsutsuki members, because obviously we really won't know until these guys are colored and we dive deeper into their past. But it's interesting to me that we never really seen these guys before. We never really heard about these guys before. Of course, as you guys know, during the 4th Great Ninja War, it would be a perfect time for us to see a little bit or a tiny bit about this Kado organization, because they, as well as all the shinobi on Earth, would be affected by the infinite Tsukiyomi. Or maybe they had some sort of barrier for the infinite Tsukiyomi. Maybe they wouldn't be affected, period. But another thing I want to talk about is Kawaki's involvement with the Kado organization. Now, Kawaki looks like he's very involved with the Kado. Kawaki basically knows all of their names, so it's looking like he basically grew up with these people. It's really interesting because one outer member of the Kado, this guy, as I said earlier, Kawaki supposedly fought him already. He knocked his jaw off already, which means that Kawaki is supposed to be extremely strong. I mean, as I said in my last video, if you guys didn't catch it, this outer member is supposed going to be way stronger than Al ever was, and Al almost soloed Team 7. So if Kawaki is beating this guy, I mean, like, how strong can he really be? That's really amazing, right? Now, Kawaki is really confident, as I said, so I really can't take much from that, because a confident guy, it doesn't matter who he's up against. Like, Kawaki could be fighting against Naruto right now, like as we speak right now, and he could still be like, oh, I'll still just knock this guy out, right? So we do have to take Kawaki's words with a grain of salt. Now, here's the big thing. Kawaki's supposed to be Boruto's supposed quote-unquote rival, alright? Kawaki's supposed to be the Sasuke to Boruto's Naruto. Kawaki's supposed to be the guy to be equal to Boruto when they do fight. Of course, right now, Kawaki's extremely overpowered. We know Boruto probably stands no chance against this current Kawaki. I feel like Sage Misuke is the only person that probably stands a tiny bit of a chance against this Kawaki right now. But that's neither here nor there. In terms of Kawaki possibly matching up with Boruto in the future, Kawaki supposedly might even have a stronger Karma Seal, or even an Eye Dojutsu, or an amazing kekegenkai, period. Because again, Boruto has the seal that Kawaki has, but Boruto also has a supposed Eye Dojutsu is going to be extremely overpowered. It might even be stronger than the Tenseigan. We have no idea. If Kawaki's supposed to match that, he's supposed to have something else other than that seal. Unless that seal is supposed to be extremely stronger than any other seal that we've seen, and extremely stronger than Boruto's seal himself, Kawaki's supposed to have something else. So I'm interested to see what Kawaki possibly has and what Kawaki is possibly going to show us in the future. Now, he did show us some sort of abilities in the last chapter. He showed us some sort of abilities that was reminiscent of Kimimaro. If you guys remember, Kimimaro used to always make those bone extensions at the end of his hand. That was basically his kekegenkai. Kawaki basically did a tiny bit of that, but it wasn't necessarily a replica of that. It was really different, but it was something like that. It followed the same guideline. I'm guessing that is supposed to be one of his kekegenkais. Now, if I am correct, I mean, he could possibly make a multitude of weapons like that. It doesn't necessarily have to be just off his arm. It could probably be off his legs. It could probably be off his body, just like how Kimimaro did his. Now, obviously, I'm not saying that he's part of the Kaguya clan, because Kimimaro is obviously part of the Kaguya clan, but I feel like those kekegenkais can take a fighter to the next level, and I feel like that is probably one of the things that's probably going to help Kawaki max out or match up with Boruto. And of course, that's going to help Kawaki with the hand-to-hand combat in terms of the taijutsu. Now, a lot of people already know Boruto's curse mark seal, or his karma seal, one of his main abilities is going to be to absorb a lot of chakra, which is basically the ability that he took from Momoshiki. If Kawaki has this heightened hand-to-hand combat, if he has this heightened taijutsu, that'd be a perfect match for Boruto, in terms of Boruto cannot really use or utilize his karma seal versus a fighter like that, because he's just going to use taijutsu. Since Kawaki has the supposed kekegenkai, it could be a very interesting fight with Boruto, which means that Boruto would probably have to only rely on his Eye Dojutsu. Now, I'm guessing that could possibly be why Kawaki is going to be able to match Boruto, but I do have to tell you guys, I want you guys to watch out for Kawaki getting another Eye Dojutsu, or if Kawaki even gets another seal, or if Kawaki shows us another kekegenkai. It could be very interesting. Of course, there's a reason why Jigen picked out Kawaki, and I feel like Kawaki is a very special guy, and we're going to see that in the future. But this chapter was very interesting. I'm going to make a lot more videos on this chapter going forward in the future. I just want you guys to let me know what you guys think about this chapter in the comment section below. How do you guys like Kawaki? The first appearance of Kawaki is very confident. Let me know what you guys think about him. But it's me, your boy Baara, and we out.
For my city, I'm the youngest nigga reppin', oh my god, if I die, I'm a legend, oh my god, if I die, I'm a legend, I'm a first.